Your next big trade is coming up right around the corner. I'm gonna prove it to you in this video. Hello there. How's it going, traders? My name is Chris, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you guys about what I think trading is all about. This is gonna be a very important video, and I think that it can help a lot of traders, new traders, or anyone who's reached sort of a crossroads in your life or in your trading career where you have multiple decisions that you're faced with and you're not exactly sure if it's okay or what you should be doing. Really, I just want to give you guys my perspective on this because I've reached this point myself. Hopefully you guys can relate and let me know what you think of all this down below in the comments, because I love hearing you guys' comments, even if they're hateful comments or whatever. Just write whatever you think is relevant to this video. Thank you for watching. This is Virillo Trading, and here we help traders learn about the tools, methods, and problems associated with trading. And let's get started right now. If you want to support this content, you can click on the first link in the description, and it really means a lot to me. Thank you. Very simply, what is trading? The most bare bones description that I can give. It's really making educated, calculated decisions based on your position that you currently are in. It is not necessarily related to looking at the screens and trading candlesticks and indicators and learning about how to trade price action of a marketplace. I wrote that trading for me means being able to understand or perceive a unique situation and make a decision where you can carefully consider what are the long-term and short-term circumstances of the decision you are making. Believe it or not, based on your circumstances, and we're gonna get to this, trading and working on your trading may not actually be the best trade for you right now. And that's the number one thing I wanna come across to you guys in this video right here. You have different circumstances in your life and you have different skill sets that you've trained and that you've learned throughout your life and throughout your experience. And you may reach a point where you need to make a decision and you need to say, well, I have this skill set and I'm pretty good and pretty well established here, but I also have this going on, but I also want to do this. So when you're at that point, that's when you're at the crossroads and you need to make a decision and say, what am I going to focus on here? And this is where you are making a trade. If one person decides that they want to work on their trading, what are the long-term and short-term circumstances associated with that? I could say that the short-term circumstances are generally not having any results for quite a long time, because a lot of the work that goes into trading is a lot of tracking data and working on your skill sets and looking at the markets after hours and really just studying and studying and studying. And by the time you see results, it's going to be quite a while down the road. So you will need to carefully consider whether you have the time and resources at your disposal to be able to do that. If you do not, then I don't think it will be worth it for you or anybody in that circumstance to dedicate sort of half-assed time to trading and say, I'm gonna work on my trading for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go work on my other thing, which is completely unrelated in another line of business and another skill set completely. And this is where, in my opinion, you have to set the line between what is really in front of you and what you think is in front of you. Because people get into these delusional mindsets. Of course, in the social media generation, you have so much content in front of you. It's so hard sometimes to just take a minute to sit down and breathe and meditate on what the circumstances are that are truly in front of you right now. Here's what I think is the number one trade that everybody on this earth needs to be aware of, that they are taking this trade. Whether they're conscious of it or not, they are trading this every single day, and that is their time. A person who goes to the gym and trains hard, they're trading their time for a degree of physical and mental stress. And what this does to a person, if they're training hard enough and if they're forcing themselves to get stronger, what it results in is the person becoming more mentally and physically resilient, which means that they can deal with stress better. Trading your time to go to the gym and get stronger is a pretty good trade. Now, if I outline to you a different trade, which is staying home and playing video games, what you get is short-term satisfaction, and because the game is fun, you can play with your friends, but in the long term, it's sort of a negative result, isn't it? Because you're losing time for a short-term pleasure. Down the line, you're left with pretty much nothing. And sometimes this can be a very hard decision. So the personal decision I'm gonna share with you guys right now is related to why I kind of took a break from trading in the last 3-4 weeks. Not that I'm quitting, but I reached a point where What I'm focusing on right now and what I see going forward, I think it's important to have goals, aspirations, and to start to construct a plan based on what you want to do. All that stuff together for me made me realize that right now trading is not the number one priority. That's a grown-up's decision that had to be made. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm stopping trading. All it means is that I'm putting more time and more priority onto the things that I think deserve more time and more priority based on my unique situation and my unique deck of cards currently and the crossroads that I'm at currently in my life. And that also involves the skill sets that I've developed to this point and any other opportunity that may have come my way right now. And I hope for anyone watching this that you are constantly relating this to your own situation and maybe making a realization about something you may or may not need to change so that you can achieve what you want to achieve faster in today's day and age. And that's really the point of this video, is to motivate you guys to become the best that you can be. Meditate on what it is that you're faced with. Do you feel like, for example, your energy is being wasted in multiple places all at once? In that case, what you need to do is you need to make a mature decision to cut out some of those other things so that way you can focus and channel your energy on the things that are more likely to provide you with a more favorable result. This is what trading is all about, guys. So this is a good expression. Fast money normally comes with long-term consequences, and long-term money normally comes with short-term consequences, which means that you're not able to really reap the benefits of all of the work that you're putting in right now. And that's called playing the long game. So with every decision that you consider or that you make in your life, you want to be considering what are the long-term and short-term implications of this particular thing that you're trying to accomplish. And once you have that established, now you're in a more reasonable frame of mind to make that decision or not. Here's the one thing I want you guys to remember before clicking off this video. Opportunities, they come and they go fast. So whatever you decide to be trading, okay, it could be a specific marketplace that you want to become proficient in trading, or it could just be a certain life decision or a habit that you're implementing into your life, and that's a trade that you are deciding to make. The opportunities that you can perceive as a result of you making these trades, those opportunities are not going to be there forever. They eventually will be gone. They will be captured either because other people also identified those opportunities, and what happened there is it caused the marketplace to become more efficient. And since more people know about that opportunity, it made the opportunity disappear or become less profitable. And it depends on how specific the opportunity is that you are trying to solve. Why this is very important to understand is because it's important to be fast when it comes to capturing opportunities. Speed is an advantage. A person who decides to put down 80% of the other things that are sort of doing well for them and really focus in on one thing that they think they really have a good shot at, that person's gonna have a better chance of outperforming the other people who are also trying to work towards that similar outcome or to capture that similar inefficiency in whichever market they are operating in. I mean, I'm giving you guys the golden tidbits, guys. If you focus on less things, you have a better chance of getting things done faster, more efficiently, and with more consideration than somebody who is doing them when they're trying to balance, 3 or 4 other things. And it all comes down to making grown-ups decisions. Opportunities don't last. That's the nature of how markets operate. And then the last thing is in regards to actually trading markets, what makes trades work or not work? What I think the reason is when enough people see the same thing, the opportunity is gone. The market has become efficient at that point, and whatever opportunity that was perceived there is now gone. And of course, it depends on what that opportunity was. A simple example would be a car driving down a street. One guy knows a shortcut, eventually 2 guys, then 5 guys, then everybody in the whole city knows the shortcut. Guess what? It's no longer a shortcut, now it's a traffic jam. And this analogy can be applied in pretty much any market. Of course, the markets as we know them today, the electronic markets, are quite complex in how they operate, but certain basic principles like this can still be applied, based on how granular you're getting with a particular approach of trading. I hope this video helped you guys see my perspective. Let me know what you think of it down below. I really want to hear your comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.